The federal government has formally rejected a request from Ukraine to access Australia's fleet of the now retired Taipan helicopters. And for more, for the first time this year, Erin Parker joins us now. Link, it is so lovely to see you. Great to have you back.
And happy upcoming Australia Day.
Oh, isn't it just? Happy upcoming Australia Day to you as well. Talking about these Taipan helicopters, we know there are problems and we've seen that firsthand in tragic circumstances. Was it the right decision though? I think Andrew Hastie was on Sky a little bit earlier this afternoon and made the point that during peacetime you can afford to be very careful, but in the heat of war, you almost take what you can get. What do you think?
Well, exactly. So they're French-made Taipans, they're helicopters that the Australian Army are no longer using. And so, of course, the Ukrainians have asked, hey, well, if you're not using them, can we have them? Because don't forget, we're fighting against Vladimir Putin and Russia that's killing a lot of Ukrainians. Now, it was just late last year that you and I held an event in Sydney with the Ukrainian ambassador, and you broke the news right then from the Ukraine that they requested coal. They're coming into a very cold winter and they needed Australian coal. Now, they got a no from Australia to help them out with coal, to help their people stay warm in the winter and give them energy. And now this time they've asked for Taipan helicopters that we're no longer using. And again, Prime Minister Albanese has said no. And in fact, what we're going to do with these Taipan helicopters is actually bury them. No, and I mean literally bury them in the ground.
Cut them up and bury them.
Instead of giving them to Ukraine who desperately need them. It's insane.
A little bit earlier, General Petraeus has said that Australia needs to do more amongst other countries. I asked him about the specific example of the US requesting a warship into the Red Sea and Australia rejecting that request. We do not pull our weight in any way, shape or form when it comes to this alliance. Yes, they are the heavy lifters, the US. Their size and capability far exceeds ours, but we could be doing more.
We could be doing more, and
we should be doing more.
Look, we're actually bludging right now off our allies. Australia relies on sea lanes for all of our imports and all of our exports. We always have. We're a trading nation. We should be doing our bit. We were asked by the Americans to come out and send a ship for the Red Sea to stop the Houthi attacks on all of the shipping. Now, Prime Minister Albanese has said no, and we're not punching above our weight. In fact, we're punching below our weight, and it's a real shame. Australia was always known and considered, particularly by our best allies, to be loyal.
Every war we've fought with them, we're the only country that has been alongside the US in every single conflict. And I tell you what, under Biden, we might be able to rest in our laurels and sit back, but President Trump has made it very clear that he does not want anyone relying on the US who's not pulling their own weight.
And nor should we.
No.
We should be called out, and I'm sure the next Republican president, whomever that may be, will do exactly that and tell the truth. And as you said in your monologue at the top of the hour, which was absolutely brilliant, Australia needs to start asking, who are we, who do we want to be, what's our character and what are our values?
I was about to say couldn't agree more, but I said it, so that's probably fairly obvious.